We're in a war. What war? We're in shipping wars. What shipping wars? Well, that's where you could end up trying to figure out where you should be putting your hard-earned money into, where you should spend your money. What should you buy? Well, what you should buy is up to you. But if you're buying comics, this is going to be the video for you. This is going to let you know where you should be buying your collected editions, specifically your collected editions from. We're going to take each different companies that's going to come over here, rank them, figure it out, and find out who overall is going to be the champion of shipping wars. That's right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give a 5-point system overall. We got speed, so how fast that thing comes end up being shipped. And then we got how well it's packed, the quality of the packing. So how well it's packed means if there's going to be any kind of chance that something's going to come over breaking or anything like that. That's also going to lead into the quality of the packing. Because if you hear a movement, what's causing the movement? What's going to happen to my book? What's going to be going on with my book? The value. Is the value there? What's making me want to come over to this place to be able to make that order? And then finally, the rewards. What can I be expecting to get rewarded for my purchase? What's something that stands out to be able to make me want to make the order and come back here to make the said order? This is going to be answered throughout the entire month with shipping wars. So we're going to be covering today Hamilton books. You can end up having a package like this. That's going to be a little bit different for you to be able to have it. You have it cornered or stapled at the corners. There is some movement that is inside here. And that's not going to be something I'm going to be happy about. How long did it take? It took about a week. So that's going to be an acceptable time that is going to come over with that. So I'll give them a point for this shipping speed. How well it's packed? Well, let's see how well it's packed. So they have this little center area where we're able to rip it. So we're like Beyblade, and we get to just let it rip. I'll see my way out. Comes a hot dog style, so it ends up having it like a little bit of a sandwich. And what you have is the book itself that's right here. And then I have another book that's inside, and then an invoice. So overall, I'm going to say right now, I don't like the quality of the packing. Why? Because this is a box that's wrapped around there. There's nothing that's protecting the books. And it was set in there by themselves. So they're expecting this to take the blunt force. If anything happened during shipping, we would be in trouble. So we're not going to give the packing quality for Hamilton books. Speed, we'll give it to it. How well it's packed, there was movement. So we're not going to give them a point for that. Any kind of movement is an automatic no-go. We don't like that. We don't like the quality that came over with that. So they're already 2 points down. However, they are going to pick up a point for value. Why is that? Well, we picked up a little Yoda's Wits and Wisdom. That's a ha-ha funny book. But the big part that you're here for is this. We ended up picking up Decimation. So we end up having House of M. This is the next thing. And then they also have the Messiah Complex that's coming out. So that ends up giving us the entire run from start to finish of this part that goes on with that. This has a cover price of $125. So what did I end up paying for it? Well, I paid $49.95. So I paid $50. That's another massive savings. That's a $75 savings that I was able to pick up. Hamilton books sometimes ends up getting books like this that you could end up getting for the sales. However, it looks like that they were lucky and there wasn't any kind of damage. Well, there was a little bit of damage done to the book. This is also because of that entire packing way that they end up having. See right there, that's fine. That's fine. But we'll get to the back and we have a baby little bump right there. So there's a little bit of damage that came over to the book itself. That's because of moving back and forth into the package. If they had something in there to prevent that movement will be just fine. So they have the value. Do they have a rewards program? I don't believe so. I didn't see anything that popped up when I ended up picking the order. However, I want to say order of $50 or more ended up getting free shipping, I want to say, or it's cheaper shipping. So I don't think I could give them a point for rewards. So that means that overall, Hamilton Books is going to get a 2 out of 5. Something that they could be addressing to make that score to get a little bit better. Rewards program, better quality of packing, and better packing overall. If they ended up making it where they don't have the clamshell way, I'm assuming it's going to be a cheaper and the thin shit way to be able to do that because they have a bunch of different books and they're like a liquidator, I would say, of books. But they need to be able to have it more nicely protected and in the storage with that. Other than that, I think speed, they get it all right with the speed, and they have the value because obviously you get them at closeout prices, so that's a nice way that goes over with that. What do you think? Let us know down in the comments down below. And thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.